Hey guys, Chastity here. Friday the 13th, the game is out now, and it's based on the long-running movie franchise, so there are bound to be lots and lots of Easter eggs. We're going to show you what we found so far, from the different versions of Jason to all of those classic kills. But first, please check out GameSpot Universe. It's our home for everything that you like besides games. Movies, TV, anime, comics, all of the things, so check it out by clicking right up there. Good job. In Friday the 13th, the game, you can play as 6 different movie versions of Jason Voorhees. You can choose from Jason in Friday the 13th Part 2, Part 3, Part 6, Jason Lives, Part 7, The New Blood, Part 8, Jason Takes Manhattan, and Part 9, Jason Goes to Hell. There's also a new version of Jason designed by Tom Savini, created for the game. For the original Friday the 13th, director Sean Cunningham shot many scenes in the dark to maintain a feeling of suspense. To highlight important details, bright-colored items were used like wooden doors that were painted red and yellow raincoats to identify characters. Friday the 13th, the game, will be released with 3 playable maps to start with. Each of these maps are locations from the movies. The Higgins Haven map, which we saw during the beta, is a location from Friday the 13th Part 3 and the final chapter. Higgins Haven was the property of Chris Higgins and family, located on the shore of Crystal Lake. This is where the second stage of the Crystal Lake Massacre took place in 1984. The Camp Crystal Lake map is made up of a few areas from parts 1 through 6. The fictional summer camp, located in New Jersey, is the home of Jason Voorhees. What was once a thriving summer camp became a cursed place, infamous for brutal murders, massacres, and supernatural occurrences. The Packanack Lodge map is inspired by the same location in Friday the 13th Part 2. This group of rustic cabins is located in the woods at Crystal Lake, a quick walk from Camp Crystal Lake. Packanack Lodge was the site of Jason's first murders in 1984, where he killed nearly an entire training class of summer camp counselors. Tommy Jarvis, a character in 3 of the films, is playable in the game. If you play as a counselor and use the radio in the game, someone will respawn as Tommy Jarvis from the movies. Tommy was the male protagonist in Friday the 13th, the final chapter, A New Beginning, and Part 6, Jason Lives. Tommy was the first person to defeat Jason when he stabbed Jason with his own machete in Friday the 13th, the final chapter. As a counselor, you can find and use bear traps in the game, but be careful because you might get stuck in one. In the 2009 remake of Friday the 13th, a counselor named Richie gets his leg stuck in Jason's bear trap right before he gets a machete to the head. There are a lot of brutal executions in Friday the 13th, the game, including a few lifted from the movies. During one game, we got our head punched off, which was taken straight from this rooftop scene in Part 8, Jason Takes Manhattan. Be careful when hiding in the tent because Jason will drag you out in your sleeping bag and smash your body against a tree. Just like how poor camper Judy met her fate in Part 7, The New Blood. At the end of every match when Jason wins, you'll see Jason's shrine to his mother, Pamela Voorhees. This shrine was featured in Friday the 13th Part 2, inside Jason's shack. It contains Pamela's head, the sweater that she wore when she was killed, and the machete used to kill her. Let us know if you found any other Easter eggs in the comments below, and also hang out with me over on GameSpot Universe. We covered Alien Covenant, if that's your jam. If not, we also cover a lot of TV and a lot of other scary stuff like Twin Peaks. That show gets real scary sometimes, so I'll see you there.